everybody!
Hi!
I had to do my best King Cord impression.
That was your best impression.
Not...
Hey, everybody!
Oh my god, did you see this cat? Oh my god, I hope that you guys at home can see that. But, that just scared the shit out of our cat. So, hey everybody, but welcome. Thanks for stopping in.
Podcast. This is the episode 35, where we die another day.
Is that what you called this?
Yeah, I didn't know what to call it, so I just
Oh my god.
You guys took us fucking dead-eyed for a second before. Yeah. So today we're going to be talking a little bit about some current events. Mm-hmm. We're going to do little personal things. Got an unboxing.
Ooh. That's not the big announcement, though.
That's not the big announcement.
We do have a big announcement. It's not
really that big. You're like hyping it up. This like
hashtag hype.
Basically, we're gonna try and experiment with the podcast and see where it goes. And if it doesn't work, we'll come back. Otherwise, we'll stay there. So yeah.
So hype.
But I'm actually hyped because later in the podcast, our boy NiXiT's gonna come on.
I know. NiXiT's back from the dead.
I know. He came back to his channel on Twitch. Started doing
been dropping some sick beats. I
Pretty
don't know why
awesome.
I did robot arms with that, but
yeah, it was very weird.
Yeah.
It was like 1980s. Anyways, so let's get started with this episode. So, current events, right? Mm-hmm. So, there's this guy. His name's Jussie Smollett.
Jussie Smollett.
Smollett. And
yes.
Supposedly this guy, real jive. Supposedly this guy, there was a surveillance video.
Yes.
Of this guy, Jussie, getting beat up in a hate crime. It was I don't like you, so I'm going to beat you up kind of crime.
That was what the initial reports were, is that Jussie Smollett, who, for those of you that don't know, is an actor on the TV series Empire, and he is also an African-American male, and he is also gay. And so the initial reports that came out... He looks
like Drake's little brother when he's wearing sunglasses.
So the initial reports that came out said that he was attacked as some sort of like hate crime. However, as the police have been investigating this further, they've actually been able to track. I think I heard like ride sharing app and like other receipts and track everyone's whereabouts and find out that Jussie Smollett actually ended up. It appears, allegedly, that he set up himself to get beat up and set it up to look like it was a hate crime.
It was a setup? He
actually paid two actors, apparently, that are like extras from Empire.
Two fellow actors from Empire who are, I think, brothers.
Yeah, I think I heard they were brothers, but paid them to attack him and gave him a plan, gave him the location, said, here's the surveillance camera that I want you to make sure that we're just off to the side of the surveillance camera.
It was funny because when they did the investigation, they found out that he did, in fact, hire these people from the show. Then they found other surveillance cameras footage from a different store where the two brothers went to buy ski masks and gloves. And it was just kind of weird and kind of funny at the same time because they're like, it was just blatant. Like, you think these guys who are getting ready to do a fake video on surveillance cameras would also be aware of the surveillance cameras and the stores they're buying their equipment from.
Well, and it sounds like from, of course, you know, with any story, whether it's true. Hey, Cal, how are you?
Hey, Cal, yeah.
With any story, it's one of those things that people come out after the fact. People come out of the woodwork and they like, oh yeah, I remember seeing this guy and I remember hearing this. But there was like a security guard that's like, oh yeah, they were in the hardware store and we don't sell very many ski masks, so it was a little strange that they went straight for the ski masks and that's what they wanted. And apparently they had like 15 hours to plan this fake video, which sounds like a lot of time, but if you're trying to figure out how to set something up, I imagine that that's not as much time as it seems.
Yeah.
And so they were apparently like freaking out and scrambling to find everything. Yeah.
It's less than half of a day.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like we just did like a group text and we all agreed to do it. So it's very strange. I'm not as clear as for what the motive was or like what the message was supposed to be for this fake hate crime.
Yeah, I don't
was it just supposed to be like to bring awareness that there's hate crimes against black people? Because I think we all know that. Well,
not only African American people, but people depending on people
was it supposed to be for African American people or was it supposed to be for gay people? Because either way, I think we're all aware of those things happening.
To be honest, I'm not sure, and I don't know if it necessarily was one or the other. It might have just been in general, and he was just taking whatever he could get. I don't know. Yeah. I'm not sure why somebody would set something up like that. It's not like the only reason I could see somebody doing that is to like further a political agenda for something, but I don't understand how that would benefit him. I could understand if it was a politician or something.
I guess has he been standing up like politically, like? Because I haven't. This is the first time
I feel like he's been like a political activist. NiXiT says in the chat, my guess is that when the black and gay community are suffering, no one listens, and so people feel pushed to the extremes to bring awareness to it. He added, I mean, it only takes so long of people saying, get over it, until you would do anything to change things, no matter the risk. That is a fair point.
I get that, but I guess where I'm sitting at is, like, if you have to, like, fabricate a video, then it almost kind of, like, it almost turns around and says, like, as soon as it's found out that it's fabricated, it almost turns around and said, there's not really a big enough problem of this, so I had to make one. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it's that there's not a big enough problem. I think that I would agree with what NiXiT said. I struggled really hard to say his name the right way. I don't know why. I'm sorry. But I agree with what NiXiT said, where I mean, there's definitely a lot of things, not just only in the black and gay communities. Those are a lot of what we've been hearing about, especially recently, but like women as well, with equal rights for everybody and equal treatment and all of that. There's been a lot of conversation around quite a few variety of those topics, whether your gender, your sexual orientation, your race, your religious beliefs, anything. I can see that somebody could get to that point of desperation where they feel like nothing's changing, nothing's making a difference. NiXiT added that he agrees it was not the right move, and it comes off doing the opposite for the movement, but it's easy to see why they would feel the need to lash out in a way that white, straight, middle-class people might not feel the need to.
Yeah.
And I think that's a fair perspective. I think...
Yeah, I totally understand it. And I understand that there is a problem. I feel like you could have found multiple different ways, multiple better ways of trying to prove your point.
Sure.
Than to go, like, fucking...
Well, and somebody with that much... for lack of a better word, notoriety, so much fame, and you've got to have at least some small fortune behind that, I would assume. But with somebody with that type of fame and fortune, you would think that there could have been other ways that you could have said, you know, here's me as... Now, I will preface this by saying that I do not follow every single thing that Jussie Smollett says or does. Yeah. So it could be that this has happened and he's tried these things, but if it were me, if I had my name out there and people knew who I was and I had a little money to put behind it, there's other things you could do, like even smaller things such as like just contacting like representatives, like of your local government, your federal government. You can, I'm just catching up on chat here. NiXiT said that he agreed with me on that one. He has a platform already. He could see someone else doing it for sure, but it was a weird choice to do when you already have some type of platform and money to use to lobby for what you believe in. So +1 to that. And Cal said, weren't they like not white people either? That's what I read.
No, they were fellow black men. They were brothers. They just wore ski masks and then turned around and said it was white guys.
Weird.
Ski mask and gloves. They had long sleeves. So, I mean, honestly, if you were going to fabricate something, you'd at least get some white guys. Right? Like, white guys will do anything for money. He means literally brothers. Yeah. They're actually brothers. Not like brother.
Oh, okay. I was kind of lost. I'm like, what? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
No, I don't mean like
yeah. So just to be clear, you're talking about siblings, relatives, brothers,
but
not.
They were siblings who also they were extras on the show that he hired to do this project.
Yeah,
So
there's so many. Just to echo everything that's been said, there was.
They were black people. They were brothers.
Not in that way at all. But just to echo kind of what we were saying is that there were so many other options you could have done. There's so many other choices that you had that you could have spoken out against these things. You could have taken action against these things, even if it's something small, like I said, talking to state or local representatives.
Well, even if you wanted to make a video, like if you wanted to hire some buddies to make a video, don't make it the video a crime itself by making a fraud, faked video and then turning around and trying to blame somebody.
Well, and
you should make a YouTube video or make a video or make a commercial or something.
There's a difference between making a video to make a statement, like any artist would do, like not a legit crime. Just saying, like, if they're making, like, this is a really bad example, but like Donald Glover wanted to make a statement with his This Is America music video. So he made a video and he got a lot of people talking about it. And whether or not that brought about change, I mean, I'll leave that up to you guys to judge, but
I mean,
I definitely think that the whole start of any change is getting that conversation started, and I think that's what he did.
Cal says nobody cares enough about the black community or the gay community. People can protect and protest and talk to higher ups all they want, but like no one does anything.
It makes me so sad.
Yeah.
And NiXiT added, I don't think that it's a bad example. That music video and the art behind it was amazing and it was beautifully haunting. Agreed.
I mean, what Kahaya says is true. Like they're higher ups and like talking to your government or your state's representatives or whatever. It's not going to really give you too much. Usually they'll say we're out to lunch or some shit like that.
Well, I
totally understand that. But I think, like, especially if you're coming from a show called Empire where it's about rap artists, I think you have some sort of music engineer and you have, obviously, people who know how to make a video. Make a music video or make an episode or two about it. Make a string of the storyline and the show about what happens to a black gay character. Make a YouTube video explaining how you feel in this. Interview some people who's actually had real hate crimes instead of just saying, you know what, I'm going to bring attention to this. I want you guys to beat me up and then say you're white. Like, I think that's just a waste of resource and time and character.
Quite honestly, what it comes down to, just to circle back for a little bit, talking to like representatives in your area, sometimes they're gonna follow where the money goes for where their donations come from. So if they're getting primarily a lot of their donations from middle-aged white people, middle class, whatever, everything else maybe, but they're going to, they're probably most likely to side with the opinions and the views of where those donations are coming from, because they side with their views, they're just going to get more donations. So definitely it's a system that's set up to fail and set up to underrepresent individuals in our country, such as the Black and gay community, women in general. I feel like it's getting better, but there's still progress to be made in that front. Religion, like, it just, there's a lot of different areas that we still as a society need to grow in. I definitely feel though that this video that Jussie Smollett made, or this fake crime that he orchestrated allegedly, is really taking a step backwards for anybody in the Black or gay community, and it's providing that ammo for anybody who is, say, pro-white or anti-gay movement. It's giving them ammunition to say, see, look at this, they're crazy, they're clearly crazy, there's, you know...
I mean, it definitely gives that, like, Jimmy Kimmel's behind this vibe. Like, you know what I mean by that?
No,
like,
I have no idea what you mean by that.
Like, a while ago, Jimmy Kimmel made a video of, like... he made several different videos, but he made, like, one where a girl was twerking on a door, and then her friend came in and she knocked her over, hit her head. The door hit her head, and then her hair flipped back and lit on fire on the candle. But then, like, a month or two later, he comes out and goes, nope, that was completely fake. We all made that. And then he, like, came out with, like, a bunch of, like, these viral videos of people, like, getting hurt, or, like, fail videos, basically. And then he turned around and go, nope, those are all fake. Those are all me. And then he showed you how he made them. So it's kind of
Jimmy Kimmel?
Jimmy Kimmel.
Like the late night host?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And so it kind of just puts this, like, for me at least, it puts this vibe where it's just like, you see this video where, like, a gay black man's being beat up, and you're like, oh my god, like, you feel for that person, and you hate that this is happening. Then you turn around and you hear, this was faked. So then it's like, well, what the fuck, dude? Like, now I have to question every gay black guy video that's getting beat up.
Well, and that's just the thing, is that's what's going to be used now, going forward. If there's any case like this, there's always going to be that seed of doubt in someone's mind of, is this real, or is this just another fake? And so again, it makes it a big step backwards. And in case you were wondering, I was laughing at the fact that you, like, smashed your Apple Watch into the table.
Yeah, good thing I have this cover for it.
It's a good thing. Good thing.
Anyways, let's catch up with the chat real quick. I know that pisses you off so much.
No, it's just a matter of,
they said something about Jordan Peele made a video.
NiXiT said it can certainly feel that way, especially under Republican-controlled House, and especially under Trump. A lot of people didn't feel near as persecuted before 2016. And then Cal Haya added that, have you seen the Get Out movie from Jordan Peele? That is a good movement movie. I have not seen that movie.
I haven't either.
So we'll have to check that out. NiXiT added that Get Out was a great piece of art about racism. And Mr. Nevermind added
Is that the one where the black kid's, like, dating a white girl, and he comes over for dinner, and then he finds out that they're, like, planning on eating him or something? Or, like, they're planning on killing the black kid?
What in the holy hell?
Maybe I'm thinking of something wrong, but correct me in the chat. Mr. Nevermind says, imagine being black, gay, and female, strike 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, that's the movie. I told you.
They turn them into slaves. They don't eat them.
Oh, shit.
God,
well,
what?
I was kind of, like, halfway right, because it had, like, that horror movie vibe, right? Or at least the trailers did. Anyways.
That sounds terrifying.
Struggle to walk a mile in their shoes.
And they're saying, yes, you're right, that's the movie. So, yeah, we'll have to check that out.
We'll have to watch that. I didn't know it was by Jordan Peele, though. That's interesting. Now I definitely want to check it out.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It was a really bad move I don't know how they were taught. He went to jail. His bond was $100,000, and of course, because he's an artist and he also has other rich friends and family, that was posted easily.
He posted bond, so he's now out of jail awaiting trial.
And I'm not really saying like he should be like, he should stay in jail. We should put him on death row. I mean,
lock him up. No.
He had good intentions, and I definitely see that. But I also don't think he's really going to learn anything from it. And if anything, I kind of just expect that he's going to do something similar again in the future. Mm-hmm. I don't necessarily think he should go to jail. I think he should pay for the resources that was wasted on him.
Definitely.
Like the police and the investigations and, the hacker dude in like some computer room. Was like, oh, gotta compare all the surveillance videos.
I will catch up on chat if you want to adjust the camera real quick.
Okay.
NiXiT said, and the people use the Jussie thing, but they are the same type of hypocrites. Politics are all over the place that now that people will say, Jussie is lying, can you believe it? But those are the same people being like, Trump doesn't lie. Yeah. Exactly. And Cal added, speaking of movements, Janelle Monáe is an amazing icon, and she made this amazing music video for her song Pink. And it empowered women and transgender women, and it's so amazing and beautiful. I will have to check that out. That sounds... I am a fan of some of Janelle Monáe's older songs. I haven't listened to her as much lately, so I will definitely have to check her out. Yeah. NiXiT said, saw lots of funny pics of who cares if the dude from Empire made up some lies. The dude from The Apprentice does it all the time.
That's great.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, like, I totally get it. Like, who cares that the dude from Empire did it? But I also I'm more, like, puzzled as to why you thought that would...
That's the biggest thing that I struggle with, too, is I don't
really
understand.
care
Hey, zombie!
Hey, Zombie Foot Gaming. I don't really care too much that... I guess I don't really care that the crime happened. I care more that your message is now, dirtied up. It's not...
Right.
Like, I want your message to get out there. I want it to be out there. I want everyone to be aware of it. But just the way that you executed it just kind of fucked it up. So...
Right.
I think you should look into better ways of getting the message out. If you need any ideas, you can go to our Discord and pop into Discord. Give me say, hey, King Cord, I need your help getting my idea out and my message, and I'll definitely try to help you out. Anyways, on to some other stuff.
We have, like, some personal updates that we can share, or a personal update.
Well, I'm actually glad that Zombie Foot Gaming's here, because Zombie, Calhaya, not Calhaya.
Other stuff.
Loreline and I can't believe I just said Calhaya.
Wow.
Because I read her name, and I'm an idiot like that. I just have to, like, read stuff out loud.
Wow, I guess there's a new woman in your life, huh?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Glad I'm finding out live on air.
Anyways, Zombie, we have started our diet and our exercising stuff, and Julie's got this thing, Real Appeal, which is going through United Insurance.
It goes through my health insurance through United Healthcare.
Basically.
NiXiT says, King Cord and I have been having an affair all along. Yes, so King Cord and I actually started... we're trying to turn over a new leaf and be healthier. That was an awkward transition, but...
No, I was just laughing because he said, oh, wait, no, this is about diets. Sorry.
Yeah. So we've been trying to be healthier. I finally convinced... I've done it before, but I finally convinced King Cord 1 to fully embrace keto, the ketogenic diet.
Yes.
Some of you may know what that is. For those of you that don't, that means that it is a very low-carb diet with high healthy fats and moderate protein. No, we are not pregnant. That is not happening.
Yeah, we waited for Zombie to be here just so we can tell him we're pregnant.
No, not at all.
Give me 5 just got to die in Apex. Oh, I haven't tried that Apex yet. But anyways, so yeah, we started our diet, which is like a keto diet.
And we've also been doing this Real Appeal, which is through my health insurance at work. It's just a weight loss program. It's kind of like a Weight Watchers, where you do like an online meeting.
It's mostly about tracking. It's mostly about tracking your like what your intake is and everything.
So far.
And then the only thing I find very weird about it is you have to check in. They have like these online classes. And you come in and they basically talk about what the week is supposed to be about. They show you a video, and then they just kind of are like, okay, now go do it. But before you go do it, you need to go sign the contract for the week. And so that's what I find very weird. Is
you
like,
don't have to. It's optional.
They make you sign these contracts where it's like, you are gonna work out this week. You are gonna eat bananas this week. You know, you are gonna, and it's like, I could do without the contracts, but whatever. I'm not going to complain because it's free through your insurance.
Yeah.
And so I got on, and they have this thing. The cool thing about Real Appeal is when you start it, you do 2 weeks, just kind of to show some commitment. And then after your 2 weeks, they send you a nice kit that is supposed to be full of like, it's supposed to give you a weight scale. They give you a food scale.
I got your banana.
Thanks, Mr. Nevermind. They give you a food scale. They give you a plate that's supposed to help you with portions sizes.
It's not necessarily for the keto diet specifically. That's just, we chose to do that on our own.
So I thought, hey, let's do an unboxing on the podcast, which is one of the perks of coming in to the podcast live here on Twitch.
That is not gonna work.
This is totally gonna work.
He's using a bookmark.
No, not
a plastic bookmark with a timer on it to try to cut this box open. Don't you have keys or something?
Yeah, downstairs.
Oh my god, you didn't plan this at all.
You literally brought it in to me like 2 minutes before we started.
Yeah, I did. While you're opening that,
while I'm struggling to open this.
NiXiT said, congrats on starting the diet. Keto is nice though, since you don't have to count calories as aggressively as some diets. Like, obviously you still can't eat as much as you want, but it isn't near as calorie county as the other diets. For some people, putting it in writing might make them feel more likely to do it. Wow.
So,
you're gonna like block the view.
No, we're good.
So
comes with some paperwork.
You'll have a bunch of books in here that are just talking about like your diet and exercise.
Oh, it comes with workout DVDs. So that'll be cool.
And the best part is, because we're both doing this program, we get double.
We got some.
They should be resistance bands.
Pretty sweet. Here is my electronic food scale, so I can measure my food.
Measure your what? I'm sorry.
My weed food.
Oh. Wow.
The podcast is
throwing shit around everywhere.
Here's my portion plate.
Whoa.
Wow.
That looks really weird on the green screen.
We have is a 42-inch
farm sword.
All right, so here's the portion plate. It's kind of hard to see. Obviously, this part is green, so it's green screened out.
Woohoo!
This part is your veggies. This small yellow part is your fat, grains, and protein. Now,
which none of that applies for keto.
Yeah, since we're on keto, it's going to be a little bit more modified to being more. This is like protein size is good. Grains is taken out though, and I think that's going to be fat, isn't it?
Yeah. So basically, imagine that this is. Actually, this would be.
This whole thing is protein.
No, protein is still this amount.
Protein?
I would say that in this case, your fats would probably be here, and you would have your protein, and then you should have just a little bit of carbs. Most carbs on the ketogenic diet are coming from veggies.
Vegetables.
Fruits are...
fruits are kind of bad for you because they have a lot of sugars in them, and which if there's a lot of sugars, there's a lot of carbohydrates.
Basically, the idea of the ketogenic diet in general is just trying to keep insulin low, because the insulin, the way your body works is when you eat something, your blood sugar spikes, and so that insulin then is going to move some of that, basically take some of that sugar and store it as fat in the future, just in case you were ever dying of starvation or something. It could tap into those fat resources for energy. So basically, the idea of the ketogenic diet is you're not eating these carbs. You're going to force your body to turn to those fat stores in order to have enough energy from day to day. So, and yes, definitely, if you're going to weightlift or something, you do have to modify keto a little bit. Just in general, you have to up your calories, which is going to up all of your macros.
I'm actually, this go around of trying to lose weight, I'm going to not lift a whole lot of weights. I'm going to do some a little bit, but I'm going to stick with yoga.
Tacos. I love tacos.
I'm going to go for walks and stuff like that. So it's going to be kind of like...
We're going to go for long walks on the beach, and we're going to hold
I might try some
together.
of these, like... I might do, like, what my mom did all her life and watch exercise videos and do it at home. But mostly my weight loss is going to be contributed to diet alone. So I'm really hoping this keto works. Although I'm not really as worried about keto, like being in ketosis as Julie is, because all around I just needed to modify my my diet as being more healthier. I just eat, like, I used to eat a lot of shitty foods, and I would eat a terrible portion of it. So I've already put in a lot of vegetables. I used to not eat vegetables at all, actually. I love vegetables, but because Julie doesn't, my diet with vegetables went down. But now
throw me under the bus.
I've incorporated vegetables. Yeah.
It's all my fault, apparently. My whole life has been a lie.
Don't take my line. Anyways, so I've been eating a lot more vegetables. I've been eating salads. I took out junk food. I took out pop. I'm basically really watching my sugar. If it's less than like 2 grams of sugar, then I'm having it. Otherwise, that's just kind of where I'm at. If I hit ketosis, that's perfect. I'll turn into a fat burning machine. Otherwise, if I'm just eating healthier, I'm good with that. So. Well,
and just to share, I mean, we started the ketogenic diet on Monday, just this last Monday. Yeah. And so far, I'm down now 6 pounds, and you're down 7?
7 or 8. I started at 400, and I'm at 393.
I'm not going to share my weight on air, but...
Started at 400. My waist size is a 50. My bust size is a 52.
We did find out that...
I think it's a 52.
Cord has larger breasts than I do.
Okay, now you took it too far.
I'm sorry.
You took it too far. It's not just breasts, it's mostly chest, too. It's my rib cage. My rib cage is bigger than yours. Anyway.
You got real defensive about that.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
So, losing soda is rough. Soda, especially diet soda, is fucking terrible for you. I've been actually trying to get Julie to get off of diet soda because of the aspartame and stuff in that.
I am actually. I had 2 cans of Diet Pepsi that I had to finish up that were in the fridge, And so I finished those as of last night. So I am.
Oh, but then she yells at me when I had 2 boxes of Girl Scout cookies that I had to finish.
Excuse me, you bought $65 worth of fucking Girl Scout cookies.
I like Girl Scout cookies.
That is an entire case of like 8 boxes.
It was a shipping box of peanut butter Pallies, and then I got you your Thin Mints and some shortbread cookies.
Yeah, too bad Thin Mints don't actually make you thin.
Do you know what Do you know what happened? Like the same day I got those cookies, I gave away like over half of my stock.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was for you. Otherwise, I would still kept it.
Oh.
Had to finish. I'm pretty sure that shit could survive a nuclear event. It actually, I did read the expiration date, and it said till like September of 19. So.
Zombie added earlier that Cord should just buy some really nice bras. And NiXiT said, yeah, it's chest with cup size. And Mr. Nevermind said, that's why I like him.
That's, you like me for my boobs, Mr. Nevermind?
Zombie said Fat Mike from NOFX, I don't know, has his own men's undies range.
Oh, who is this?
Fat Mike.
Fat Mike from, where are you reading? Oh, NOFX. I'll have to check that out. I've actually been using, I've been ordering MeUndies. I love it. They're great. We're not sponsored by them, by the way. Would love to be sponsored by them, but we're not.
Their undies feel so good. I can't even wear them because apparently men can be fat and women can't be, according to MeUndies.
Yeah.
Because they only go up to a size like 2X, and it's not even a normal 2X size for women.
I'm on the edge of like being out of it.
Of glory. I had to do it. I had to. You teed it up, and I just had to.
MeUndies are great, though. They come in great, funny, hilarious patterns. Nick's had seen my my Blue Fox ones. I got unicorn ones.
What? Why has he seen your Blue Fox ones?
Because of that one night.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm
He's
talking
got
about.
some awesome unicorn undies now.
Yeah, and I got
with rainbows and unicorns.
I got a bunch of like February coming in, where it's just a bunch of like kisses and hearts and 2 otters that are hugging that make a heart. Anyways, enough about MeUndies. This is the weight scale. I don't know if this one's gonna work for me. I have one that's actually meant for fat people, so I might just keep using that if this one doesn't work.
NiXiT said he drank a lot of Powerade Zero.
Yeah, we're actually doing Powerade Zero and Gatorade Zero. We also to help kick our soda fix, we got these Clear Zero, which is actually it's zero across the board. 0 sugar, 0 carbohydrates. It's basically it's just flavored carbonated water, but it tastes just like you're drinking a pop. So yeah.
Yeah, and so with the Powerade Gatorade Zeros are really important for us because on keto you've got to be really careful to watch your sodium, magnesium, and potassium because you lose those electrolytes, especially in the first couple weeks. You lose a lot more electrolytes as your body's adjusting to the keto diet. And NiXiT added, but even that has a touch of some bad stuff in it, just less since it doesn't have to be as sweet as diet soda. Main problem on that is the sodium, since it's designed to be post-workout. Mm-hmm. Zombie added it was NoFX punk band. NiXiT says, I wear nothing, fuck underwear, fuck pants. Yeah, fuck pants. Zombie says, I only wear edible panties.
Ooh.
Let's see here. NiXiT said, at Zombie, coincidence, I only eat edible panties off of people. So things are heating up in our chat here. We've got some romance going on.
Yeah.
Cal says, everyone has seen me naked. Ain't no shame in that. Mr. Nevermind says, I'm Commando 2. Fantastic.
Oh, cool. Which one is that?
Max.
Hey, Max, are you hungry?
He's hungry, so he's deciding to puke on air.
I hope you guys can hear that.
Oh my god. Oh, I love cats, but I hate when that happens.
I hate cats just for that reason.
And NiXiT said, so come here, you sexy motherfucker.
Okay.
NiXiT says, everyone's seen me naked too. Zombie says he needs a reminder.
A reminder?
And then Zombie added that no one has seen him naked.
Actually, NiXiT, if you'd like to come on now, we can go ahead and get that going. Just gotta clean some shit up here.
As we throw it all around.
We can get you going if you'd like to be on
we
Discord,
can get you
or
going.
if you'd like to do Skype, however you like to do it. Want to send me some nudes?
It's okay. Just post all the nudes in the chat.
Anyways,
should we make our announcement before NiXiT comes in?
No, we're gonna make it when he is here. I got Skype set up. Okay, I think Skype is kind of set up. Let's see if we can. I mean, if we have to, we can just set it up here. Don't mind the shittiness, guys. It's okay.
By the way, how'd you like that blip on the intro for those of you that were watching?
Yeah. When I fucked up, when I pressed this.
Yeah.
Let's see.
The bottom's all like fucked up. Now there's some requests going on in the chat for nude pictures and wearing certain things and.
Okay, let's see if I can.
Oh my god. NiXiT said, "Can you send me a picture of you wearing nothing but a They Might Be Giants t-shirt?"
They might be giants.
And NiXiT says, preferably that says Dr. Worm with an arrow pointing down. And Zombie says he can make that work. So, look at that. Making bromance happen in the chat right now.
You're gonna make that t-shirt?
Throw on my sun hat. Oh, please. Please.
Let's see if this works still. We haven't done Skype in so long.
Oh yeah, you don't have your other camera hooked up.
Well, we should still be able to do a video call. You just won't be able to see me.
Can you just do a regular call?
What's the point of that?
Well, we just need his voice, I thought. Oh. NiXiT, can you video call us?
Yeah, try video calling us, NiXiT. NiXiT.
And he said he can do it with no video. He's probably sitting there. Oh, okay. I was gonna say he's probably sitting there like naked.
Hello.
Oh,
Jesus Christ!
I gotta meet the stream. There we go.
Jesus Christ, that was loud as shit. We could have.
Oh, was it me or was the ding ding ding?
The ding ding ding.
Okay, let's see.
Hey,
this isn't
my ding 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 on stream.
This isn't.
Not until I do. Oh, look at this blemish. Well, I'm gonna have to kill myself. God, really, when I'm looking at myself in full screen, I'm like, oh fuck.
You had to do a window capture.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a window capture.
Give us a second.
1 second.
We could have had a 4-way.
NiXiT is so quiet.
Oh, I can also turn. I mean, you guys can turn me up, but I can also boost myself.
Actually,
if you need.
I think.
But
I have to change the settings in Skype.
Is that too loud?
We'll change the setting here in just a second.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna go ahead and keep mine about here, which is where I like it.
Okay.
Right about there.
All right. Now we should be able
Try
to
that now, Nick.
Mic check. Check 1, check 2. Penis, penis, penis. Penis in my mouth.
Penis, indeed.
I can't. I can't.
Did it work? Can everybody hear me okay? All right.
It says, yep, they can. So.
Although,
That's my generic sound check.
For some reason it's not doing.
There's
It's
two
not-
Skypes.
Yeah, try switching to the other Skype. Sometimes Skype's a real bitch. I end up actually usually having to do, when I did mine, I literally had to end up doing a screen capture and then just cutting it down because it pissed me off so much.
Oh, like a display capture.
Yeah, like I just put it in a piece of my screen,
Could you do
captured
that
the
over
whole
there?
screen, and then cropped it down because Skype is so fucking bullshit. But if you guys don't want to But yeah, like usually that's what I did was I like just put it on a corner of the screen I'm not using, capture the entire screen, and then just crop it down. Because Skype is a real pain in the ass. I noticed that too. Like mine does not always like to capture it correctly. Sometimes it'll let me, sometimes it won't. Yeah.
Do that, and you'll just have to cut it down.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I do. Oh, I wish I wasn't doing that face right when you
Look at all
Come
the
on.
behind the scenes
all the
preview.
behind the scenes. Yeah, use your alt key to shrink it down.
I know that's
It's
what I'm
his
doing. It's just not
keyboard
doing it.
is fucked.
The alt key, man, the alt key.
I'm doing the alt key. There we go. It's because the table cuts off the communication.
It's wireless. You look like a real douchebag on camera right now.
I know. I
Me?
do.
No,
Oh, me.
no,
Oh,
Cord.
okay. Holding up his.
I'm holding up my camera like an idiot.
I got you, dude. Why don't you just buy? That cannot be worth enough. Just go buy another one. That cannot be worth enough money to make it worth doing that. And then now you just gotta. Mine's like super widescreen, so yeah, just give it a center about there and call it good. Oh fuck, it's getting right up in there. I'm getting right up in the grill.
And then you can put him.
Yeah, I'll have to put them behind the. Over
Am I laggy to you guys, or is that just my end doing that? On stream, I look super laggy. Is that something that's? Are you guys getting that on your end, or is that on stream only?
You're kind of laggy through Skype.
Wonder what that's about. What the fuck's going on with that? Doesn't seem like it should be.
All right.
Okay, I think we should be good to go. Make sure to lock that sucker so you don't move it in the middle of our broadcast.
I'm not sure why it's so laggy. I didn't think that was
Right there.
coming. Like everything seems smooth from my end. I'm not having any issues. I don't know what the fuck it is.
I don't know.
It's
Maybe
it's
my
super
internet.
smooth. I don't know. I've never seen it do that when we've used it in the
We're
past.
not
But
dropping any frames, so.
I know. I don't know what the fuck that is.
I don't know. Well, anyways, welcome to the show. Thank you for.
I probably
Hey,
should.
Shout came in too.
I should have
while
just
we were
I
getting
should have
all
done
that
just
shit done.
vocals only. I shouldn't have made you guys put up the camera.
Oh, that's all right. We want to see that beautiful face.
Yeah, I haven't
wanna
seen
see
your
that-
beautiful
that
face in
beard.
forever.
Thank you. I've been locked up like the fucking Phantom of the Opera writing beats.
Yeah.
Speaking of, the Phantom of the Opera is coming to
I've
Lincoln,
been-
and I'm
I
so
know.
damn excited.
I've been
just feel-
watching some of those beats. Obviously, like when you're not live, but
Yeah, that's what I feel like. Like I feel like when somebody walks into the house right now and is like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Da da 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 da." Like, get out! It's too bright. Like it was just,
I finally made Cord watch Phantom of the Opera, and he loved it.
well, yeah, because of
Yeah.
my favorite actress in it,
She didn't
Gerard
become your
Butler?
favorite actress until then. No, Emmy
Oh.
Rossum.
Emmy Ross.
I was kidding. I knew who you meant.
Yeah.
She didn't become your famous actress, your favorite
What the
actress
fuck
when
is
you watch
going
Shame.
on? What the fuck is going on with this?
I don't know what's going on. They say he's too loud.
Oh
How do
shit.
we-
Well, I was screaming. I probably could just back off the mic a little.
Here, I'll turn that.
No,
down a
because
little
now
bit.
you turned us down, didn't
No,
you?
I turned
Oh.
the desktop audio.
Let
down.
us know if that's better in
Yeah,
the chat.
I can also. I'm like the world's hardest person to balance audio for because I have like this voice, and then I have my normal voice, and then I have screaming about Phantom of the Opera voice. So there's only like
Yeah.
a lot going on. A lot going on when I do that.
I once watched a movie called Fat Womb of the Opera.
Oh, that's got to be the softcore porn version, right? Like, when you watch
there's
the
nothing
soft-
soft about that.
Softcore porn versions of stuff.
I think all the sounds are fine. Okay, cool.
Sorry about
So-
the lag on it. I don't know if that's my end or your guys' end. I think we should all agree that it's Cord's end.
I think we're gonna have to agree it's mine.
I believe that it was already said in the beginning of the podcast that everything is always my fault. So
That's a good point. I think we can all agree it's
I'll
Cord's
just
fault.
Yeah,
take
it's
the
all
blame.
Julie's. It's all Julie's fault. So.
Zombie said
Anyways.
he was gonna send me nudes and he never did.
Yeah, what the heck, zombie?
He's probably in
That's
the process
good.
of taking them.
Shouldn't fucking tease people like that.
He's probably, you know what he's doing? He's probably setting up his photo. Like he's got like.
He's
the
got to go get
lights.
his They Might Be Giants t-shirt.
Yeah, he's gotta get those. He's gotta get the photo, the production lights and everything, backdrop.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Polishing my stump. See, I know you mean literally, but that sounds like a euphemism.
Anyways, how's it been? What have you been doing this whole time?
Didn't you hear the speech about Phantom of the Opera? That's what I've
Oh
been-
yeah, that's right. So you've just been making beats on Twitch from this whole
Yeah.
time.
Well, not on Twitch. That's new. So people were asking me when I was going to start streaming again, but I didn't really have time to do both because I really was trying to get I was trying to get enough content open to do a beat store and try and make some money. Like I was just trying to get like some ideas apart. And it's not going to be like I'm not going to try. A lot of people they sell shit for like hundreds of dollars. I'm going to go the miniature route and just try and sell like SoundCloud rappers like $20 like MP3 beats that and I'm going to see if I can make that into a little bit of a side business. You getting an echo? Is it because I'm too loud? Are you guys listening to me through your TV or your headphones?
Headphones, but
you're like really loud.
Really loud in the headphones.
I did. Yeah, maybe there's. I'm so loud that maybe there's an echo.
Yeah.
I can't hear myself echoing.
Oh.
Please hold.
I mean, I could just like. There you go.
Let me hear myself.
But that might also turn us down.
Let us know how that sounds.
Oh, let me make sure. I mean,
it was echoing like in my ears. So, and that was just because it was so damn loud.
Yeah. Default. Hopefully, let me make sure I'm on. There we go. Nothing changed, right? Okay, everything seems the same. I was changing my.
Better. So I think it was on our end. Our cord got a new Focusrite. And so we had the volume maxed out because for a while you couldn't even hear us at all.
Yeah.
So, and I think it was because it was maxed out that you were hearing yourself in the headphones and the mic was picking it up. So
all kinds of styles of beats. I do a little bit of everything, but lately I've been doing like the emo punk revival kind of stuff, like because I love punk and I love emo music. So with bands like well now most of them are dead, but with bands like Lil Peep and Juice World and XXX Temptation, who I fucking hate, but is still part of the world. All those people that are doing like the kind of emo punk revival in the trap scene. I was trying to get into that a little bit since it's something I really love about it, but that's all I've been doing. I've literally been making beats and working on tracks and stuff. That's why I had to steal a Focusrite from you guys and make you guys get a new one. But it's worth having. A Focusrite's great. I would buy another one if mine broke tomorrow.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, it does everything I need, but for some, like yours has the two channels, like the two mic channels. And for some reason, there's still like a burning voice in the back of my head, like you need that extra channel.
Right. I knew that you and Cord were working together, Mr. Nevermind, because you did the intro, or you guys were working on the intro. I don't know if you ever solidified it, but
yeah, we got the new intro. I'm making a new animation for the animation. Intro.
Yeah, I knew you guys were working on that, so I definitely heard the track that you guys worked on. So definitely.
I helped him with another track that I wrote the majority of the lyrics. He helped me out a little bit with them, but
yeah, definitely.
It's a nice 80s banger.
Cal, Mr. Nevermind is someone that King Cord works with. His name is Michael.
Who is this Mr. guy?
Mr. Mystery, if you will.
Yeah, Mr. Mystery. So yeah, I've also been working with Nick on making songs, some beat songs, which we've been working every other Friday. Tomorrow I'm going to be going over. We're going to be working on a song.
Yeah, except for now my fucking neighbor hates me, so we got to be careful about it. I got to make sure she's not home while we work on it.
Oh yeah?
Didn't she always hate you?
She hates the repetitive, like...
Well, she's always hated me, but she reported us for being too loud to the apartment people, and not you and me, but just us in general. And then she left a note on our door one time, like about that we were being too loud. So she is not a fan of me working on beats when they're not my headphone.
Side note, I just have to share with you guys that we went in the other weekend and got new phones, and when Cord went to give his phone, he went from iPhone to iPhone, so he just had to hand his phone to the guy at the store, and they had to manually transfer because they weren't backing up to the iCloud properly or something. So he hands his phone, and this guy's uploading the pictures, and as he's uploading, it's like popping the pictures up on his computer screen. And I shit you not, we about lost it when the photo of when we hung out and we had a few drinks at your apartment came up. It was when It was for Cord's birthday, and he somebody licked the bottom of Cal's dildo and threw it up and stuck it on the ceiling.
Yeah,
and
I remember that.
There was this picture of just the dildo stuck to the ceiling.
But it looked like an art piece. So
it does. It did. I remember that. It did. It looked artistic. It looked like you could put that in a gallery.
Yeah. So it was slightly embarrassing, but it was also like, do you like?
Yeah. No. I mean, like, what if that guy's an art dealer and he's like, I'll buy this for $1,500?
Yeah. Yeah. So that was interesting. Another thing that was interesting was that when for some reason they backed up through iTunes, and they backed up all my text messages, but why it's doing that?
It's I think what it is you know how it would disconnect something and we would hear the sound of something disconnecting. I think it's that the Focusrite disconnects for some reason every 2 minutes.
That's classy.
Anyways, it would back up my text messages from 2016.
Yeah.
Which I had text messages from a certain somebody that Nick and I know who our friendship broke. We broke up basically.
God damn it, Nick.
So it was kind of like
My
a
bad.
gut punch that I got to read those text messages again. So yeah.
I don't like to back stuff up. I want that. I just delete fucking everything. But I'm like a lunatic. I'm the type of guy that because my anxiety is so severe, if I do something and I don't want to deal with it, somebody could leave me a voicemail and Cal, she would have to listen to it. She couldn't live in a life where she didn't know what it said. I'll just straight delete it without ever listening to it, just so I never have to think or deal with it. So I don't keep stuff like that. I really subscribe to that old Sunscreen song and throw away your old bank statements, save your old love letter style. I save stuff I like and I throw away anything that causes me any sort of stress.
Yeah. So Cal Haya wants to know what the big announcement is.
Yeah, what's the big announcement?
There we are.
The big announcement.
The big announcement.
You guys are open reverse petting, a reverse petting zoo? You pet you, the animals pet you back?
No, not quite. That's saved for later.
No,
that's on the pin board for later.
That's the last topic.
That was my guess. So
good guess. But
no,
we're kind of seeing kind of a plateau effect here on Twitch. Actually, we got 8 viewers, which is a fuck ton. Usually we get 2 or 3.
It's because I'm here, baby. I bring everybody to the party.
Exactly.
I'm just kidding.
So we're thinking about starting to stream on YouTube.
Sub only orgy. I better resub.
Yeah.
Do it.
So we're gonna experiment with we're gonna experiment doing streaming on YouTube. See if we can get any more traction there. We're still gonna have the Twitch page. We're still gonna upload the episodes here on Twitch. But if like I said earlier in the podcast, if we don't get any traction, we'll just come back here because this is where we got most of our
It's mainly
viewers.
just because we originally started out thinking that we would talk a lot more about gaming and game-related stuff, and we still talk about gaming quite a bit, but it seems like, I know Twitch does their Twitch Creative, and they're trying to branch out from just gaming. However, I just don't think there's a lot of the audience there quite yet, unless you're doing ASMR or something with the double ear microphone and you're whatever.
I'm sorry, I was just reading Shout. Mr. Nevermind was asking if Kalhaya lived in town. Kalhaya says, yes, I'm Nick's girlfriend. Shout says, and I'm their bitch. Okay.
And then NiXiT adds, I didn't know, what size gimp mask did you wear? Or do you wear?
So yeah. So we're gonna try YouTube out. If it doesn't work, we'll stream back here on Twitch. Otherwise, like I said before, we're still gonna put the episodes here on Twitch. So we're mostly. Oh, sorry.
No, it's a throwback. We used to do BBG on YouTube. That was fine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what we're seeing more is we're getting a lot more traction with just the SoundCloud, just the audio itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what most people want for podcasts in general. What the shit? Are you kidding me? Get the fuck out of here. Sorry, my cat was grabbing my fucking cord.
So yeah,
Not your
we
cord.
figured we think what's really kind of hindering us back here in Twitch is that people just come here for video games, and
Yeah, I can see that.
a lot, like even like in our real like IRL, when we tell people about the podcast, they're like, "What the fuck is a Twitch?"
Yeah.
So it's kind of like YouTube's like been that kind of staple where everyone knows about it.
I feel like everybody knows about YouTube, and there's a wide range of audience on YouTube, whereas here on Twitch, we kind of limit ourselves and some of our reach a little bit with our viewers. So
and so we're just gonna take a page out of the H3 podcast and move away from Twitch and go to YouTube for a little bit. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. NiXiT and I had an old podcast a couple years ago called Body by Gaming, and it was streamed live on YouTube, and it's still there on YouTube if you want to check it out. It's a little.
I never took them down.
Yeah, so that's our big announcement. Hopefully, all of you guys can follow us over to YouTube.
I actually don't hate Twitch as a medium. I fucking hate the people that run Twitch. Like, I hate their rules, and I hate the people that own it.
Yeah.
God, I'm yawning.
I mean, I've heard
YouTube is
things.
more kind of like the Wild West right now. Like, they're just fucking with their algorithm demonetizing everything.
Well, that's what I mean. YouTube also pissed me off because YouTube has done the same thing. Like, YouTube, like, I used to be monetized on YouTube, and they ripped it away from anybody that wasn't a big streamer. So realistically, Twitch and YouTube are full of fat cat assholes that shouldn't really be in charge of anything.
Yeah, that's true. But we figured since YouTube's more
something about it.
YouTube's more well known, especially with the older generation, Mr. Nevermind.
Wow.
That they will find the podcast easier. So that's the big announcement.
Shout had added he was thinking about moving to Mixer. I've heard a little bit about Mixer, but I don't know enough about it to consider it. I'm enjoying the NiXiT dance going on right now.
Sometimes I just can't help myself. Like, while I'm listening, I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna dance it out. I'm just gonna dance it out. I'm just gonna dance it out.
Are you listening to some BTS while you're over there?
No, not at all. That was just listening to your guys' voice, remixing it in my head. Gonna move over to YouTube. Whoop. Gonna move over to YouTube. Like, I was just hearing it, man.
Oh yeah, you and Kahaya are thinking about moving to California.
Yeah, that's the dream. That's the dream. The dreamers dreaming about it. Give it the old dreamaroonie.
Yeah. We're thinking about going to the West too.
We want to go to like the Arizona area.
We're gonna go move in with Shout in California.
Well, I'd live anywhere that was a blue state at this point. Somewhere that wasn't red.
Right.
Oh, I always wear them. I don't know. Like, I lost my Overwatch ones. I have a whole bunch. Like,
he's in a gang. That's what it means.
It's just, yeah. These are the power gauntlet of power. Or what the fuck does fucking Thanos wear? Is that what it is? The Infinity Gauntlet.
The Infinity Gauntlet. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the Infinity Gauntlet. I've also got plain black ones over here. I've got Dragon Ball Z ones, and then I've got Overwatch ones. I wear a lot. I just always wear them. Like, my hands get cold sometimes. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I've just always worn them.
I love how, like, they're fingerless, and like the things that get cold in my hands are my fingertips.
Well, no, mine too. But like, what happens is, like, if I keep my hand warm, the warmth seems to like radiate. Like, my fingers are what get cold. But if I put on the gloves, that doesn't happen. Sometimes though, like right now when I'm in front of the light, if I've got my sleeves pulled down and these gloves on, I'll get a little overheated. Like, when I'm just in the house normally, they work great. That's why my sleeves are pulled up, is because fucking these lights, they get warm when they're just like right in your fucking face. Because I've got one, like, it's like right here, so it's just
my lights heat this room up. Even dead winter, we have to crack the window.
Yeah. That's me too.
Here. So, when are we gonna see you next?
You mean on stream, or are we like
on the podcast?
When any time, every day, every single day, every minute of every day.
Can you put him on the spot anymore right now? Like, Jesus Christ.
That's what people love. That's what people come to see.
They like the hard questions, the hard hitting questions.
Yeah. In fact, we still have to do our ambush interview.
Except for you've never met me. Like you try to ambush internet, like do it to me, and I'll just like unplug my router. Like, oh god.
Like, okay, goodbye, guys.
Dude, let's do it. Let's do the. Are you guys getting ready to call it? Let's do the ambush interview. I'm ready.
Yeah, we can do an ambush interview if you'd like.
Yes. Oh, I thought you were
Okay.
gonna say, "Is your penis big?" And I was gonna just pre-answer it, but I misunderstood.
Oh, is your
What was the
penis
first
big?
question? It is. It's average. It's a little above average.
That's cool. Cool.
Like
All
standards,
right.
you know, like yeah, it's fine. It does its job.
Are you a taco?
You went from super confident, like way up here, to like, yeah, it's above average, and then now you're like,
fine.
nah, it's meh, it's yeah.
No, I didn't say meh. I said it's all right. It's all right. Meh is like the lower end of like good. Like I'm up here. It's fine. It's fine. If I lost 20 pounds, I'd feel real good. Then I'd be like, "Yo, Big Dick Nick back in the house." But
Oh yeah, we should do the diet with me.
I'm going to eventually. But you guys started it. I don't like. I was gonna start it again when it got warm out because like I don't want to go to the gym right now. I'd rather die than go out in the
Yeah.
like snow to go
See,
to the gym.
I hate working out with a passion,
I love
so
working out.
I'm just perfectly fine with eating right and just you don't have to necessarily exercise to lose weight, but
No,
it definitely
no.
helps and accelerates
It helps
it.
speed up the
Yeah,
process.
but it also does different because it's a lot easier to balance. Like, because especially on keto, like if you work out, it's much more confusing because without any carbs, it's
Mhm.
pretty hard to keep your energy up to work out. Like, because carbs are quick energy, so
Mhm.
it's when you go to lift weights or something that you have to modify keto. Because if you do like less than 20 grams of carbs and then you try and go and lift weights like 4 days like a week, you will literally get to a point where you'll just not be able to increase like your muscle mass.
Yeah. There's a lot of
Yeah.
people that when they're actively lifting and trying to build, they will do cyclical keto where they will
Yeah,
do
refeed
several
days.
days of high carbs and then go back to low carbs on other
Yep.
days.
Yeah,
But
that's exactly
you
right.
have to be like a fucking machine
Yeah,
doing it.
and
Yeah.
the cyclical is so hard because yeah, if you do it wrong, then you don't make any progress. But
Mhm.
yeah, it's difficult.
I mean, like I couldn't start that version of keto right now because then I wouldn't get anywhere, right?
Uh,
Like you had to
yeah,
have like
that
almost
one's
zero body fat.
the cyclical is for training. So if you're not like aggressively training, it will just cut. You don't want to do cyclical unless you're
Yeah.
really working out like aggressively. That's yeah, cyclical is like an advanced technique for people that are trying to
Mhm.
cut weight and gain muscle quickly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna stick with yoga at home and taking long strolls on the
Well, yeah,
beach.
it is a misnomer because you don't really lose weight from exercising in the short term because exercising inherently builds muscle. Even if you're doing
Mhm.
things like cardio, it builds muscle. Muscle
Uh-huh.
weighs more than fat. So the thing that people get confused about is you will never lose weight working out. What you will lose is inches. You'll lose the fat and replace it with
Mhm.
muscle. So it's a longer process and people get discouraged because they don't lose weight. They just gain weight technically. But eventually, if you
Yeah.
do it long enough, you will lose size and you'll like you would just be heavy but you would be muscular is the idea at least.
Mhm.
Mm, mm.
You know, for an ambush interview, we're not really asking a lot of
Well,
questions.
I
Yeah,
actually I
hard,
just
hard
have
hitting questions. Let's
what kind of syrup do you put on your pancakes?
Aunt Jemima, wait, is that right? Is Aunt Jemima a syrup?
Yeah?
Yeah,
Is that the one I meant? No, I meant Ms. Buttersworth. Mrs. Buttersworth. I
Ms.
didn't mean Aunt
Buttersworth.
Jemima. Mrs. Buttersworth, final answer.
But
Pancakes or
I thought
waffles?
it was waffles.
Wait, was that a trick question? Was I being hit with a trick question?
No, King Cord
Maybe.
asked pancakes or waffles, and I'm pretty sure on a previous show you and I both agreed
Both you said
waffles.
waffles and I said
But
pancakes.
wait, just to be clear, the question though was what kind of syrup do you use?
Yeah,
Wasn't
yeah,
it?
Yes,
yeah, yeah.
that
But
was
I
not a
said
trick question.
what kind of syrup do you put on your pancakes?
Yeah, both. Mrs.
But you don't.
Buttersworth on
But you
everything.
don't eat pancakes.
I eat pancakes. I just don't prefer
So you
pancakes. You
don't.
said which do you
So you don't
prefer?
put syrup on anything.
No, I ate a pancake like the other day. I just didn't have a
Oh
waffle
yeah.
mix.
Oh yeah. I had a pancake the other day. Like I don't know
Yeah,
why you're asking me
I
this.
fucking ate a pancake. I'll eat anything.
Nice. All right.
I eat
Bacon.
pancakes. I eat
Ba-
waffles. I eat the pussy. You know what I'm saying? That's all I
I
know.
was waiting for that. I was waiting for it.
Zombie says pancakes are horrible. I love
Waffles
pancakes.
all the way.
Do you see? Do you see how excited Julie got? Like, that's every girl in the world. Like, you're like something about eating pussy, and they're like, oh my god, I was waiting for that. Oh, that's the spot.
Like,
all right, next question. Now, this is supposed to be an ambush interview.
Do you like
what
giving
did you do with the Jeep?
I got rid of it. I just like pawned it.
Did you pawn it, or did you just take it to like a junkyard and said, "Yeah, whatever you give me"?
Yeah, I took it to a junkyard and was like, "Yeah, you can have it. I don't really want it. Like, I just didn't want it. It was getting tickets, and now like I actually owe tickets, and I told them I wasn't gonna pay them, and they were like, "We're gonna come tow your car," and I was like, "Good luck."
Like, yeah, you can tow it out of the fucking junkyard.
Yeah, it's literally like I owe like fucking $30 in tickets, and I'm like, I'm not gonna pay them. You guys were assholes about it. Like, I don't think I should pay them. And they're like, well, then we'll come boot the car. And I was like, okay, go ahead. The government hates me. They fucking hate me.
That'd be hilarious if you like walk outside one day and there's some dude with a boot and he's like, I'm not seeing
just
Jeep
looking
here.
for it. Yeah.
Are you sure the Jeep's here?
Oh, fuck. That would be funny.
So,
what was Julie's question?
Yeah, what was your question?
If you would you rather lose your sight or lose your hearing for the rest of your life? And
Sight. Sight for sure.
Why?
I mean, I would actually be fine either way as long as I only had to pick one, because do you eat Mrs. Buttersworth pussy? That's a good question too. I'll think about that one. I think the answer is yes. If I lost my hearing, I would just play video games forever. And if I lost my sight, I would just play music forever. So either way, I have two hobbies that use different senses, and I'd be happy with either of those. So I would technically, because I don't think I could live without music, I think I'd rather lose my sight. But
fair.
if I lost my hearing, I could still be okay. Like, I wouldn't kill myself. I would just play a lot of video games.
I saw on YouTube some guy designed a controller for video games for blind people.
Yeah, there's lots of people that do stuff like that. I've seen a few of them that do that, where like they use really like no up and down, only side to sides, and they can use like tones for where things are. Like, it's kind of an interesting concept.
Yeah. But I also saw one where this guy designed a controller for one-handed players.
That's really cool too. I remember when I cut my finger open so aggressively, and it was in a sling forever and like wrapped up when I was a kid. I literally was so addicted to EverQuest that I had modified my world. So I had modified my mouse, because back then you couldn't just like get them easily, I had found a program that modified the mouse to being left-handed, and then changed all of the key bindings for this like giant MMO world to being like between, the left side of the keyboard and the middle, so that I could like play on the mouse, reach over and hit keys all with one hand, because I couldn't use it for anything. And so I'm all for that, because it took me forever to get that setup right, and people that don't have a hand, their fingers or whatever, they should be able to play.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right. What kind of underwear do you wear?
It's a good question.
Boxers, briefs.
No, he already said earlier he doesn't wear underwear.
Yeah, usually I don't. If I'm gonna wear jeans, sometimes I have to, because I don't like my dick rubbing on the jeans. Kind of hurts after a while. But I use boxer briefs. Fun fact, no joke. Swear to God, this is a real story. Just to preface that, one time I used to go in when I was a kid, and because I would have so much pain like in my fucking balls and my legs, and I used to wear boxers when I was young, like as a kid. And at one point my doctor had to literally just be like, kid, your balls are too big, you literally have to wear something that like holds them tight. And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, you've got big balls, you've got to wear something that like tightens them up, otherwise they chafe too bad. So I actually have to wear something kind of tight, otherwise I'll get really bad chafing. Girls can relate, because that's part of what bras help do.
Yeah.
Although bras don't do a great job of it.
No.
They don't do a great job of stopping chafing. Same idea though, conceptually. That's a real story. My doctor diagnosed me with giant balls.
I'm sorry, sir.
True fact.
I'm sorry to tell you, sir, but you have giant balls.
Yeah, that's a true fact. I don't know what to
I
do
don't
with.
think that any guy would walk out of that office with a frown on his face.
I don't know. Yeah, but like, is that really what you want to be big? Like, if you had to pick of all the sexual organs to be big, are you really like, you know what I could use? Big old testicles, like just like in your face. Like, nobody wants that. Like, who?
They're just gonna
True
live.
fact. Yeah, they're really. It's like breasts. Like I said, like there's in the way, like they, if anything, are annoying.
Mr. Nevermind said sight, as in if you had to choose
Yeah.
one of the things to live without.
Yeah.
Sight, definitely.
Zombie says I use the Pillsbury Doughboy as a condom on my tongue.
That's horrifically amazing.
Yeah.
I like the style there.
All right, and your last ambush question: what the fuck is on your shirt?
Oh, good question. It's one of those flailing inflatable arm tube men, and it says "Life of the Party."
Nice.
It's the life of the party shirt. I got it for Christmas for my sister.
For some reason, I was thinking it was like the little cactus thing from Final Fantasy.
Yeah, no, it's fucking life of the party, and it's a flailing inflatable arm tube man just being like, life of the party. I thought it felt like Jussie said it reminded her of me, and I was like, yeah, I could see that since I can't spend more than 30 seconds without doing like some of these while I'm waiting to do something.
All right. So, thank you so much for being on the show.
Yeah.
We'd like to see you some more. I'd like to see you as a co-host again.
I'm manic right now, so I can get a lot done right now.
Yeah.
Go through that.
That's when you get the genius work.
Yeah, I get to work on a bunch of music and do everything I want to do until I like it just like suddenly become a shut-in again, and I'm like, I don't have it in me. I'm a fucking shit. I'm the worst. Like,
maybe if you get enough.
Our country should have better mental health help.
Yeah,
yes, they should.
Maybe if you make enough material, maybe you'd let us play it here on the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm putting together a demo of my stuff. The beats are mostly to sell, but I'm doing a demo of my own stuff just for fun because I've been tweaking the Lil Peep vocal style to try and figure out how I could use it. I have the world's like most defined cheeks. I feel like it's got to be the light, but like look at these weird circular cheek lines. What's happening there?
I think it's called getting old.
Is that how lines work?
That's how lights work.
Yeah, that's fucking
I
crazy.
have them too. It's not.
Well, it's only when I smile, like when I really flex them. Like if I just put them down, they don't do that. They do when I talk a little, but they only do when I smile. But like, I have like crazy cheek lines. Yeah, I can only smile like this. Nope, that still doesn't. I don't know.
Look like you're trying to be a fish.
Yeah, basically that's what I do. Well,
He
I
looks
sell
like
the
he's
beats.
trying to hold in like a fart or something like a nut.
Yeah, it looked like Post Malone was trying to hold a fart.
I sell the beats like online. I haven't tried yet, so I shouldn't. I'm making it sound like I sell beats all the time. I'm opening my store.
Dollar bills, y'all.
There will be no sales probably for the first month or two while I generate some business. But like, if you look it up, like it runs on sales. So like, you make low quality MP3s with your tag on them, that like have your beat tag, and you sell those for like $20. Then if they want to spend like 35 or 40, they can get the high def wave format. Then if they spend like 75, they can get all of the track outs, all of the stems for the track so that they can remix it or mix it however they want. And then if you want, you can, for several $100s, buy like exclusive rights to a beat. And each one comes with rules to like how much money you can make. So like if somebody buys the $20 beat, it gives them like, they're allowed to make like 10,000 plays on like sound. Like if they upload to SoundCloud and get paid, they get to make the first 10,000. Then they either have to upgrade their license with me or pay me a percentage of the money for that, because we both own the content basically. So that's the idea behind it. But I also set the beats aside for myself and do my own work on them for fun.
That sounds.
You should even go on like Fiverr or something and just do like a really cheap.
I don't like Fiverr.
I actually do like.
That one guy.
After what?
After they did to that one guy, I can't remember his name. Somebody, he was doing really good where people were like paying him to like make videos where it's like, John Wick needs your help on Fortnite. You can help him by donating money through your parents' credit card. Don't forget the three digits on the back. And it's like, they're like hilarious, but they were obviously like fake. Like they were obviously just for fun. Because the people, like, he's saying these video game characters need your help, and it's like, there's no fucking way.
Yeah.
And so Fiverr basically shut his channel down, took all the money that he had away from him, and then just like fucking ghost him. And so for the longest time he was like, brutal. What the fuck? And it was on PewDiePie and everything. Now he's doing it on YouTube. He's doing he's actually just doing some what's it called? Freelancing.
Yeah, I'm using BeatStars and Airbit, but yeah, Fiverr has its own thing. The problem with Fiverr is overall, Fiverr is designed for custom work. Like, I would upload to Fiverr. If I was talented enough, I would consider doing Fiverr, but like, Fiverr's more like someone says, here's $50 or whatever, here's this much, write me something for me. So that gets confusing because unless you make it really clear, a lot of times people that buy something on Fiverr expect to own that, and I'm not selling the rights to something I write for fucking $40. Like, I'll do it for, like I would, but it would cost more than $40 for me to write something you might make millions with and just fucking pawn it.
Yeah. Plus, I went to Fiverr to find somebody to animate the intro.
Yeah.
And it was like outrageous how like people were just like, yeah, I'll do your intro, but it's gonna be like $1,000 fucking dollars.
Animation is especially brutal. Like on animation, most people won't do more than a minute for less than $400.
Yeah, the one guy I talked to, I said it's a song that a friend and I wrote. It's just for an intro for my podcast. I just would I give you some pictures for some similarities for the design of the characters. And the guy was like, okay, $1,000 for 30 seconds. And I'm like,
yeah,
the song is like 1:30. I don't know what the fuck you're thinking.
No, that's video artists are they've got a corner on the market in the sense that their skill set's not easy to master, so they can kind of charge whatever they want because you can't exactly just be like, I'll just do it myself. I mean, you could, but in the amount of time it would take you, it's kind of like a lot of what they're hoping is that your time matters to you and that you'll figure if it took you weeks to do, then you'd rather just pay the $1,000 and not do the work. But who the fuck could afford it, like, realistically?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, that's basically what it boiled down to. Was I was just like, fine, I'll just have to fucking do it myself, and it's taking me weeks. But
that's why I'm going the other way. Yeah, that's why I'm going the other way with it. As far as like, I know a lot of producers that their whole goal is finding an artist that wants a specific beat and selling it for 400 or 500, 600 the exclusive rights. Since don't have any name to start on, I'm just doing cheap beats that people can buy and upload to SoundCloud, basically.
Yeah. So, another thing I wanted to ask really quick, and then we'll kick it off so you can see your girlfriend.
Baby.
When
go get some
tacos. When are
and then eat some food too.
Musty, you and I gonna do our voiced over?
Funny you should mention that. He had just messaged me and said we should get together and talk about it. I just haven't had time yet because that was literally yesterday, and I was out yesterday at my sister's. Today I was mastering the last of my beats. So
I thought he was gonna say today he was masturbating.
Well, no, I mean
today
here
I was
and there.
Masturbating at my sister's.
Sometimes, in between beats, you just gotta beat one off for the beats. Like
yeah. I totally understand.
Then you're like, oh, that was a nice rhythm. I better
beat the beat. Just mix it up a little.
Yeah. Well, maybe tomorrow when I come over around 9:00.
Yeah, I can't wait to get up at fucking 8:30. That's my favorite thing to do.
I can come over later if you want.
Yeah, but then I know that, but I feel bad because then you're just gonna go sit at home and do nothing for like an hour and a half just because I want to sleep in. That feels shitty.
I'll come over and maybe we can get a hold of Musty, and we can hammer something out.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm gonna try and do a
You'll
couple.
definitely hammer something out.
Yeah, baby.
Well,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
I'm,
Oh
I'm going.
yeah.
I'm going over to NiXiT. That's definitely gonna happen.
Yeah, and
God damn
Cord,
it. And I'm missing out on this.
Cord sometimes he's my sugar daddy. He'll buy me the nickel deal from the sub shop.
Oh, I knew you were gonna give me crap
Yeah.
about that.
He said you can order anything for $2.95. You can have this bologna sandwich.
It was $5.
I'm kidding. He said I could get whatever I wanted, but
I was
actually
like,
that thing's good.
what? I was like, whatever you want, man. It doesn't matter. And then I was like, oh, hey, check this out. There was a $5 deal thing. And then after I said it, I was like, oh shit. Now I'm telling him like he can only spend $5.
It was funny.
He's like,
But that
what's
sandwich
up?
was
What is
good.
it? It's like ham and bologna.
Yeah,
That's
ham and
basically
bologna.
Cord saying, I love you, man, but not that much. I only love you to pay enough
Dude,
for
but
$5.
I would eat a ham bologna. I eat the cold cut combo all the time from Subway, and that's like bologna and turkey or what? I don't even know. I don't know what's on there, but it's
Big
bologna.
sausage pizza.
BigSausagePizza.com.
Mr. Nevermind wants to know if you'd work with Cord and I.
Yeah, anytime. I mean, I'll do anything. I just fucking.
Are you a beat whore?
I'm a beat whore, yeah.
I think he's asking if you'd come over to his place and work on a song.
I'm fucking trash, but I'll fucking come and try and help. I'm a trash person.
You're great. You're great.
You're really great at impressing people. You know that I'm a trash person.
But that's the thing though. It has the opposite effect. He goes, "I'm a trash person," and the person goes, "Oh wait, maybe he's just downplaying his amazingness."
I have super low self-esteem, so even if it was good, I'll just be like, "Nah, it's trash. I know it's trash. Why doesn't anybody like me?" Like that episode of Rick and Morty with Tiny Rick, where they're trying to fix him at the end, and he's like, they put the Elliot Smith in his ears, and he's like, "Oh God, what is the world? Oh God, like fucking." Why doesn't anybody like me? That's me. I just play it down.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on to the show. Really appreciated it.
Always glad to be here.
We didn't really have that much to talk about other than the real appeal and shit. So
Nothing wrong with that.
just a reminder to everyone who's still here or everyone who's listening on SoundCloud or all the other platforms. Like,
How you guys' social thing doesn't have your FetLife accounts on it?
oh yeah, well I think Julie deleted hers, didn't you?
I
Big
did not
mistake.
delete mine. I did
Mine,
not.
mine
delete
is literally just that picture of me in front of the green screen, like smiling like a jackass, like.
I don't have a picture on mine.
And it says, "I'm King Cord. I have a podcast. Would you want to fuck me?"
my pictures are all of my penis.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'll have to check that out later.
All right, guys. Thanks for having me. Cord, I'll see
Yeah,
you in the
thanks
morning.
for coming.
We'll see you in the morning, buddy.
We'll
Thank
see
you
ya.
for being here.
Check out, for those of you watching or listening, don't forget to check out all of our different social media. You can check us out on Facebook, SoundCloud, iTunes, and then we have several different platforms. Oh, and Instagram as well for social media. And then our platforms we are on. We are on any of those icons down at the bottom of the screen that you see there. So Spotify, YouTube,
Instagram, Facebook, SoundCloud,
Stitcher,
iTunes,
and TuneIn.
Yeah, there you go.
So make sure to do that.
Everybody
And then
who's using those, thank
also
you so much.
make sure to check out the merch store. Get yourself
Yes.
some merch. We haven't dropped our new merch yet, but it is coming very soon.
Yeah.
I'm loving all of the emojis going on here.
And Zombie, if you're still here, we got your package sent out.
And don't forget to go check out our friend Musty or Zombie Foot Gaming. And any final thoughts?
Yeah. You know, we could take a donation or two.
Wow! Seriously?
I've got a donation for you guys.
Oh yeah.
It's
Don't
from
forget-
the sperm bank.
Oh.
Zing.
All right. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you for showing up. Remember, next week we're gonna try YouTube at 6 p.m. It's just the Nevermind podcast on YouTube. Hopefully you guys can find it.
We'll post it on our social media sites as well, so you'll find it on there.
All right, and thank you, NiXiT, for being here again.
Yeah, thanks. Miss you.
Very welcome. Very welcome.
And now
always glad to come on you here. I mean, here. Glad to come here.
I'm glad we cleared that up.
Of course. Right, thank you, everybody. Have a beautiful day.
Bye, guys.
But for today, we're talking about Mars. We're talking about Mars. Wow. And he's like, ah! No, I shouldn't do that. I could have gone more, but I'm just gonna end it there.
That's pretty good. I'm just going to say something that might piss off a lot of people.
Yeah.
I feel like the pork tastes just like the chicken.